Alright, Superman, Captain America, Spider-Man, Batman. Now these are all superheroes, and they're all very famous, largely for the movies, but they all started out as simple comic books. Superman led the way. He was the first comic book superhero. He was first published in 1938 in the first ever Action Comics. Now, I found this out from the New York Daily News. It was an article that was done up on his 75th anniversary, which was just this year. Now, although it has been 75 years, and I could have found out that it was his first comic was Action Comics in 1838 anywhere, it still stands the time that over the past 75 years, he has still been such an integral part in society. Now, I'm here to persuade you to believe comic books and their heroes have saved the world and continue to do so today. Now, I'm going to begin by giving you a brief history of heroes. Then I'm going to introduce to you how they inspire people today and how they've saved the world. Like I said, one of the first comics was Superman. More superheroes. Heroes have started since the time of the Mesopotamians. And one of the earliest and most famous heroes was Heracles, the Greek demigod, who was the son of Alcmenian Zeus. Now, Heracles has gone by many names: Heracles, Hercules, and so on. His story and his legends have transcended generations, going from the Greek to the Roman, and today. I hope many of you have seen the Hercules movie, Disney movie.
Oh yeah.
Now from Hercules, he's come and gone, he's died, and many other heroes have come and gone as well, up until today, where we get our more modern superheroes. Now, as opposed to being strictly demigods, our heroes come from different origins, like Captain America being a scientific experiment, to the X-Men getting their powers from their own genetics, to Superman being an alien. And even some, like Batman and Hawkeye, they don't have powers. They just have their brains and their strength and their training. Now, all these heroes, in some way, have inspired us. Maybe not all of us here, but they have inspired me and many others. Now, I know some people think superheroes are childish, and stupid, and nerdy. But the thing is, they come in all shapes and sizes. From this little guy, Duke. There's this little character with a lot of power. He's only 3 feet in the comic books, to the Hulk, who grows the angrier he gets. There's a superhero for everybody. Anybody can find inspiration in these heroes and feel a sense of camaraderie with each hero. Now, my personal favorite is Captain America. Started out as a scrawny kid from Brooklyn until Dr. Erskine gave him the super soldier serum and made him what he is now, the Sentinel of Liberty. And not only has he inspired me, but he also went on to inspire numerous soldiers during World War II to continue to fight during the Second World War. He was sold more overseas to the soldiers than in America. This shows that they drew their inspiration and their courage from a simple comic book hero to continue to fight for what they believe. Now, I found that out in Marvel Comics' The Untold Story by Sean Howe. But it can be seen. I mean, he was introduced in 1941, and he continued up until the end of the war. Now, Now soldiers aren't the only people that are inspired by superheroes, as many of you have probably heard by now. This little guy, Miles Scott, was inspired by Batman. And all he wanted to do was be Batman. This little 5-year-old just wanted to be Batman more than anything. Well, Miles had a little problem with that. At the age of 5, he had leukemia. Now, the Make-A-Wish Foundation in the city of San Francisco heard his cry, and they made San Francisco Gotham City for the day. This little guy got to ride around in a nice sports car with his favorite superhero. They caught the Riddler, Penguin, and this simple act of just taking a city, closing it down a little bit for the day, just to put a smile on a kid's face, showed that the world's not so bad. Gives people hope. Brought tears to the eyes of numerous Twitter users who followed this kid's progress throughout the day. Now, like I said, Captain America inspired so many to call to action and take up arms and fight for their freedoms. Now, I know some of you may not still believe me that superheroes have saved the world, even though they did inspire numerous soldiers to fight those Nazis back. But I firmly believe that there's a superhero for all of us. Someone to draw inspiration from. And I believe that superheroes have saved the world.